Imagine this happening to you. You're moving nicely through the airport security line, everything feels smooth, and suddenly a TSA agent puts up a hand and stops you dead in your tracks. The carry-on bag you've been using for years without any problem is suddenly declared too large. In a matter of seconds, they slap a big yellow tag on it and tell you it has to go down to the checked baggage area. Your whole vacation or business trip now starts with panic and stress instead of relaxing on the plane. This exact scene is going to happen to thousands and thousands of people starting in 2026 because every airline around the world is bringing in a whole new set of strict carry-on rules. They're changing the allowed size, the allowed weight, the rules about batteries, and a lot more, and right now almost nobody knows these changes are coming. This is not some little adjustment. This is a complete restart of the way you pack your bag, the things you are allowed to bring on the plane, and the way airports measure and check every single centimeter of your luggage. If you miss even one of these new rules, you can lose your bag completely, waste hours of your day, or get hit with surprise fees that cost hundreds of dollars. So before you book your next flight, you really need to pay attention, because these 7 brand new rules are going to decide whether you walk through the airport quickly and easily or whether you get completely stopped and embarrassed right at the boarding gate. Rule 1. The new worldwide carry-on size that nobody is ready for. After years and years of total confusion where every airline had its own different size limit, finally in 2026 there will be just one single size that every airline on the planet has to follow, 22 by 14 by 9 inches, or, if you prefer centimeters, 56 by 36 by 23 centimeters. At first that sounds great because finally everything is the same, right? Wrong. Here's the part that is catching everyone by surprise. From now on, that measurement includes absolutely every single thing that sticks out, the wheels, the handle that pulls out, the side pockets, anything that is not perfectly flat. If even 1 millimeter is outside those numbers, your bag is officially too big. You can no longer push and squeeze and say, it'll fit in the overhead bin anyway. Those days are finished. And here's the really bad part. More than 60% of the carry-on bags that are being sold and used right now already break this new rule. The suitcase you've been happily using for the last 5 years might get rejected the moment you reach the gate in 2026, and you will only discover it when a new digital scanner flashes red and the whole line behind you is watching. Airports are throwing away the old metal sizing boxes and putting in new high-tech frames with sensors that catch even the tiniest extra centimeter. Some boarding gates are even testing automatic scanners that check your bag before you even talk to a person, and if it's too big your bag lights up bright red on a huge screen for everyone to see. The only way to save yourself is to take action today. Get a normal tape measure, measure your bag from the very bottom of the wheels to the top of the handle and include every pocket that sticks out. If you're even 1 inch over, be ready to pay anywhere from $35 to $100 depending on which airline and which country you're flying to. The safest thing is to buy a new bag that clearly says 2026 carry-on compliant or guaranteed to fit in the cabin. Lots of companies are already selling these new models and you don't have to spend a fortune. Always remember that the most expensive suitcase in the world is the one you have to check at the gate when you didn't plan for it. Rule 2. Weight limits that airlines are actually going to check this time. If you thought the size rules were tough, get ready because weight is about to become a much bigger problem. Starting in 2026, airlines are done pretending that weight limits are just suggestions. Most of them will strictly enforce a maximum of 8 to 10 kilograms, which is about 17 to 22 pounds. That sounds okay until you put a laptop, 1 pair of shoes, and a normal toiletry bag inside and you're already over the limit. And airlines don't trust passengers anymore. Every self-check-in kiosk and every bag drop counter now has a built-in scale that weighs your carry-on the second you put it down. If it's even a little too heavy, the machine freezes and won't give you your boarding pass until you fix it. Some airlines are going even further and putting big scales right at the boarding gate. You have already passed security, you bought your coffee, you're standing calmly waiting to get on the plane, and suddenly they call your name over the loudspeaker and make you put your bag on the scale in front of 200 people. Too heavy? You have 3 bad choices. Open your bag and move things into your pockets right there, pay a big fee on the spot, or watch them take your bag away to put it under the plane. Airlines are doing this because every extra kilogram costs them more fuel, and it gives them another way to make money from you. The cheap and easy fix is to buy a small handheld luggage scale for $10 and weigh your bag at home before you leave for the airport. If it's close to the limit, wear your heaviest jacket, your boots, your jeans, anything heavy goes on your body, not in the bag. Experienced travelers have a golden rule. If you're not going to use something at least 3 times on the trip, don't pack it at all. Packing efficiently isn't about bringing everything you might possibly need. It's about bringing less and traveling lighter, smarter, and without stress. In 2026, the people with the lightest bags will have the happiest trips. Rule 3. Personal items are getting much stricter too. Your second allowed bag, whether it's a purse, a laptop sleeve, or a small backpack, now has to fit 100% completely under the seat in front of you. Nothing can stick out even a little bit. The new official maximum size is 18 by 14 by 8 inches or 45 by 35 by 20 centimeters. Airlines got fed up because too many passengers were bringing a full-size carry-on plus another almost full-size bag and calling it a personal item. In 2026, they're putting a stop to that trick. The problem is that underseat space is different on every type of airplane. On small regional jets it's tiny, on big international planes it's a bit bigger, but the new rule is exactly the same no matter what plane you're on. If your personal item doesn't slide all the way in without forcing it, they will make you check it. The smart choice is to buy soft-sided bags that can squish and bend. Hard boxes almost never work. Look for bags that have clever pockets so your things stay flat and don't make the bag bulge. And here's a secret that very few people use. Always put the things you cannot lose, medicine, passport, expensive electronics, inside your personal item instead of the carry-on. Because if the overhead bins are full and the crew takes your carry-on away at the gate, your personal item always stays with you on the plane. Airlines are hoping most people ignore this rule until it's too late, but the travelers who learn it now will never get caught. Rule 4. The liquid rules are finally starting to get better, but very slowly and unevenly. After almost 20 years of the annoying 311 rule, 100 milliliters bottles in a clear plastic bag, new CT scanners are letting some airports allow full-size liquids again. No more tiny shampoo bottles. No more throwing away your expensive face cream. That sounds perfect, but it's not that simple yet. Only the biggest airports like Atlanta, Dallas, Denver, and a few others have the new scanners already. Hundreds of smaller airports are still using the old system and will be for years. So you can take off from an airport that allows big bottles, connect in another airport that doesn't, and suddenly all your liquids go straight into the trash bin. The safe way is to always pack defensively. Keep all your liquids together in one clear pouch right at the top of your bag so you can pull it out in 5 seconds if the old rules are still in place. An even better trick that frequent flyers love is to switch to solid products, solid deodorant, shampoo bars, solid sunscreen, solid perfume, because solids do not count as liquids at all and you never have to worry about them. Before every single trip, go to the airport's official website and check if they have the new scanners yet. 1 minute of checking can save you from a total meltdown at security. Rule 5. Electronics and power banks now have scary new checks. Security officers can now ask you to turn on every phone, tablet, or laptop, and if it doesn't switch on because the battery is dead, they treat it as suspicious and the device cannot fly with you. No power equals no boarding for that item. Power banks are even stricter. The only number that matters is watt hours, WH. Under 100 WH is automatically okay. Between 100 and 160 WH you need special permission from the airline before the flight. Anything over 160 WH is completely banned on passenger planes. Most people have never looked at that tiny label and they get a nasty surprise when security pulls the power bank out in front of everyone. On top of that, airlines are putting a limit of only 15 to 20 battery-powered items per person. When you add up phone plus laptop plus tablet plus wireless earbuds plus smartwatch plus camera plus e-reader plus power bank plus electric toothbrush, you can hit the limit very fast. The people who travel smart charge every single device fully the night before, keep power banks and cables right at the top of the bag for quick access, and take a photo of the watt-hour label on every power bank so they can show proof instantly. If your gadgets are dead and you don't know your own battery specs, security will take them away and there's nothing you can say. In 2026, Being able to turn it on is the only proof they accept. Rule 6. Smart suitcases with built-in batteries have one life or death rule. If you own one of those cool suitcases that charges your phone or has GPS tracking, you need to know this. Starting in 2026, the battery must be removable in seconds. There have been too many fires and smoke incidents caused by lithium batteries that couldn't be turned off, so the rule is simple. If you can't take the battery out, the whole suitcase stays on the ground. Even if your bag says it's approved, the officer can ask you to remove the battery right there at security. If you can't do it quickly, you lose the bag or have to empty it and check it without the battery. New suitcases now come with big labels that say, removable battery, or airline safe power system. Many brands let you pop the battery out with one button and carry it separately in your personal item. Some companies even sell upgrade kits for older bags, but not every model can be fixed. Experienced travelers charge the battery to at least 50%, keep the removal area clean, and practice taking it out a few times so they can do it calmly in front of security like showing a passport. In 2026, the smartest part of your smart suitcase isn't the technology, it's being able to pull the power out before it ruins your trip. Rule 7. Overhead bin space is turning into a war zone. Airlines are putting more seats on every plane, rushing turnaround times, and filling flights completely full, which means there are far fewer empty overhead bins than before. People who bought cheap basic economy tickets now board almost last, so by the time they walk on the plane, every bin is already taken. You did everything right, arrived early, passed security fast, and still a flight attendant grabs your bag at the gate and sends it under the plane, where it can get damaged or delayed. The people who win this game follow 3 simple tricks. The moment your boarding group is called, run to the gate, don't stop for coffee or the bathroom. Always put your absolute must-have items, passport, medicine, laptop, valuables, in your underseat personal item because that bag never leaves you. And if you're traveling with a friend or family member, share one big carry-on between you and each bring only a small personal item. That way you only need one overhead space instead of 2. In 2026, overhead bin space isn't something everyone gets anymore. It's a reward for the people who plan ahead and move fast. These 7 2026 carry-on rules are not small changes. They are a complete revolution in the way we fly. Size, weight, liquids, batteries, electronics, everything has new strict requirements. Ignore them and you'll lose time, money, and maybe your favorite bag before the plane even takes off. But if you prepare now, measure your bags today, buy a cheap scale, charge everything, switch to solids, check airport websites, practice removing batteries, a few minutes of work at home will save you hours of stress at the airport. Airports are getting faster scanners, smarter sensors, and stricter staff every month, but you don't have to be part of the chaos. You already know exactly what's coming. So tell me in the comments, which one of these 7 rules shocked you the most? I read every single comment. And if this video helped you get ready for 2026, please subscribe and tap the bell because many more airport changes are coming very soon. Until next time, pack smart, travel light, stay one step ahead, and remember, the skies always reward the people who are prepared.